foot?
Yeah, so
Right.
I have a dislocated fracture of my fifth metatarsal
Right.
6 months ago,
Yep.
and it hasn't healed, and it's not healing.
Right.
And the doctors are going, we don't know why your foot is not healing.
That's true. They got that bit right. Oh, I'm naughty. Right, if you can take both shoes off. Okay. Right, and air conditioning wise, we might need it either off for a little while or just a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they might not have kicked in yet. Thank you. Yeah, I'd click it off for a little while. Yeah, yeah. All right. So I'm noticing that they're like dangling my foot as I'm working on Anne. Okay. So I just intend healing for Anne in accordance with God's will. Now, I'm just going to explain. I don't go to church. I'm not particularly religious, but I was raised, at school as a Christian in terms of treat others as you would like to be treated. Now, I didn't know at the time that isn't actually the teaching. The teaching was treat others as yourself. Not treat others as you would like to be treated. Treat others as yourself. And on my particular spiritual journey, the conclusion I've reached is that there is no self. What I mean by this, I have a body, I have a name, I have a past, and within this body there are thoughts and there are feelings, but there isn't actually a being called Jeanette at all. I can make a self temporarily out of my thoughts or my ideas, and if I get really attached to a thought or ideas, life can get very, very painful for me. But if I think of myself more as a consciousness, then what I find is you are all sitting inside of me. And with my eyes closed now, here, I can't sense a separate Anne, but I can sense the pain in the foot. And it's almost like I'm healing my own foot. But I don't try and heal it, I just bring awareness to it with my hands. Now, Anne, what's happening for you? Have you got sensation in your foot?
Yeah, a little bit of buzzing.
A little bit of a buzzing, yeah. And it's my opinion that the foot heals itself. The consciousness of the foot feels this energy and thinks, oh, yes, I'll have some of that, thank you. You can come here. You can do that. Now, I'm going to link it with a little bit of science. Biology, and the biology I like is the biology that's been done by Bruce Lipton. Bruce Lipton is a cell biologist. He's written a book called The Biology of Belief, and there's also an excellent clip of film called The Most Important Hour of Your Life. And I encourage you all to write down the title of that, not necessarily right now, but sometime towards the end of the show I'll give you that again. It's called The Most Important Hour of Your Life by Bruce Lipton. It's brilliant. And he talks about how cells, if you put identical cells in, and they have to be stem cells, the stem cells are fetal cells that have come out of the lady, and if you put them in petri dishes, 3 different petri dishes, those same stem cells will form muscle in one petri dish with one solution, fat in another petri dish with another solution, and bone in another petri dish with another solution. And so how your cells behave is all about the environment that they're in. If you've been born into a different environment, better or worse, you would behave differently. You'd have learned different habits, you probably eat different food, different mannerisms, you may look after your health better or worse. We are so affected by our environment. Now, I'm just checking on what's happening in Anne's foot. They're doing some more detailed work. What's happening for you, Anne?
I can just like some gentle buzzing in the foot, but I feel some strange sensation inside me coming out of my throat.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like
something's coming up and out.
Yeah, something almost slightly acid or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, so how the cells behave is all about the environment. And he's taken it one stage further. How the cells behave is how they perceive the environment to be. And on every cell, you've got 100,000 receptors, and the receptor's job is to check how the environment is and then send signals back into the cell so the cell can respond to that environment. Now, those receptors are built out of sugar, and your major pharmaceutical companies now are racing against each other to find drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, that will rebuild the antennae on the cells. They recognise that on a cancer cell, the surface of the cell is smooth, the cells can't talk to each other. In a healthy cell, you've got these 100,000 antennae, the cells can talk to each other, the antennae also protect the cell from things like bad viruses or bad bacteria. And so this new science that we're going to be hearing about is called glycobiology, glyco meaning sweet. And they're trying to find something that will rebuild those antennae. And what they need to rebuild those antennae are 8 essential sugars that were in our food until we took them out. Yeah. So, yeah. Right, let's see how you're doing, Anne. Just go for a little walk, see how that foot feels.
Yeah, it feels quite like something funny is happening with my big toe. My
Yes.
fracture is here.
Yes.
Now my big toe is feeling a bit like gone a bit stiff.
Yeah. So where the fracture is there any pain or is that all gone?
No, that's fine.
It's fine. Yes. Yes. Cool, we better fix the big toe then.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, I just like it went like in a kind of a little spasm or something.
Yeah. It's alright. It will just be a little reflex from where the energy's being moved. And how long had that been like that toe?
It's been 6 months.
6 months. That's not bad, is it? Oh, look, here we go.
Yeah.
Just moving stuff. Right. Yeah, another walk on it. As you walk on it, you may find it gradually fades as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good, eh?
Ooh, I feel a bit dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have another X-ray in on the 8th of October.
Awesome. Let's
So
see what it says.
I'll email you.
Brilliant. Give her a round of applause.